Some hikes are memorable because of the views. Others are memorable because of the chapter of life they're connected to. Today, we're hiking Tunnel Mountain, one of Banff's most iconic peaks. It's a hike I've done many times over the years, but this one feels a little different. When we first moved to Alberta, the Bow Valley was completely new to us. This mountain stood above the town that would eventually feel like a second home. And just down below sits the Banff Springs Hotel, where I had my very first job in the Bow Valley. Now, years later, we're back here together, taking in the same views, but at a very different stage of life. Tunnel Mountain is often considered the most accessible summit hike in Banff National Park. Despite being called a mountain, it's really more of a large hill by Rocky Mountain standards. The summit sits at roughly 1690 meters above sea level, with only about 260 meters of elevation gain from the trailhead. That's part of what makes this hike so popular. In less than an hour, hikers can reach a summit viewpoint that delivers incredible panoramas of Banff, Mount Rundle, the Bow River, and the surrounding peaks. Interestingly, there's actually no tunnel here. Back in the 1880s, planners considered blasting a railway tunnel through the mountain, but the idea was abandoned. The name stuck anyways. Before that, Indigenous peoples knew the mountain by other names long before the railway arrived. Today, Tunnel Mountain remains one of the most visited hikes in the park because it offers something rare in the Rockies, a true summit experience that's accessible to almost anyone willing to put in a little effort. One of the things I appreciate most about Tunnel Mountain is that it isn't about chasing huge elevation gain or checking off another difficult objective. Sometimes the best hikes are simply the ones that get you outside. With my partner expecting, we're moving at a different pace these days. And honestly, that's part of what made this hike so enjoyable. It gives us time to slow down, appreciate the scenery, and spend time together without feeling rushed. And when you're surrounded by views like these, that's not exactly a bad thing. From the summit, Banff spreads out below in every direction. To the south rises Mount Rundle, arguably one of the most recognizable mountains in Canada. Below us sits the Banff Springs Golf Course, winding alongside the Bow River. And just beyond, the historic Banff Springs Hotel. It stands just beneath the mountains, a building that's become almost as iconic as the landscape itself. It's a view I've seen many times, but somehow never gets old. It's funny how certain places stay connected to different chapters of your life. When I first moved to Alberta, I couldn't have imagined where life would eventually lead. Back then, I was starting a new job and figuring out what came next. Today, we're standing here together, looking out over the same valley, preparing for a completely different adventure. And that's one of the reasons places like Tunnel Mountain are worth revisiting. Not because the mountain changes, it's because we do.